with the recent announcements made by the federal government and its budget for the housing market and the Bank of Canada rate increases, we know a lot of homeowners, buyers, and investors are wondering, how is this going to impact us? We want to bring more clarity for our clients and viewers. So to join us today and guide us through this, we have a very qualified and experienced mortgage broker with Lotus Loans and Mortgages and a very dear friend, of course, Neil Pahuja. Welcome, Neil.
First off, hello viewers, and thank you, Jaya, for that wonderful introduction. Before we get started, I just wanted to let our viewers know that it's been an absolute pleasure working with you, Jaya, and your husband over the past, I think it's been 20 years. You both are great realtors and amazing friends.
Thank you. And the same goes for you, absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So back to your question.
Yes, Neil, help us make sense of this, right? Let me start first of all by talking about the latest Bank of Canada decision yesterday, where the prime rate was increased by 0.5%, where it was made quite clear that further rate increases are to be expected.
So bank rate or bank prime has now gone from 2.7% to 3.2%. And the discounts on variable rate mortgages has lessened in the last few weeks, where banks were offering prime minus 1% about a month ago, and now they're offering about prime minus 0.5, which takes the new variable rate mortgage clients up to a net rate of 2.7%. And fixed rates have also increased lately. 5-year fixed rates are over 4% right now. And this means that rates are significantly higher than they were just a few months ago. And this will certainly act to erode affordability, and perhaps this finally halts the significant appreciation in the Canadian housing market that we've experienced over so many years. And by the way, prime rate increased by 0.75% since just this past March. And the Bank of Canada meeting scheduled for June 4th, there's already been talk about a potential quarter-point increase, maybe a half-point increase. So rates have been historically higher in the past, but we should all remember that because we're all stress tested, when we qualified for our mortgages, mathematically, we should be able to afford more increases. Not that anybody wants these, but be prepared.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So let's shift the conversation over to last week's Canadian federal budget announcement, which included several measures with the goal of cooling Canada's red-hot housing market. Well, one of the measures is the introduction of a tax-free first home savings account that will allow Canadians under the age of 40 to save up to $40,000 towards their first home. What are your thoughts about this new account, and wasn't there a similar program in place before where first-time home buyers could borrow up to $35,000 from their RRSP savings to help finance the down payment of a home?
Yeah, so this program is slated to start in 2023, and it gives the ability to first-time home buyers to contribute up to $40,000, as you said, into this new tax-free savings account. It'll be tax deductible like an RSP, and there'll be no income tax payable with the withdrawal of these funds like a TFSA, as long as the purpose of the withdrawal is for a home purchase. And another interesting feature of the first home savings account is that it will not have to be repaid, which makes this program different from the first-time home RSP loan program, which you mentioned in your question, Jaya. Okay. So in my opinion, the fact that you don't have to pay back your RSP withdrawals, this program will be more popular than the homebuyer program.
Yeah, that's really wonderful for first-time home buyers. I mean, that's one of the main problems is the, where's the down payment coming from, right?
For sure. And the fact that, at least now you don't have to pay back whatever you've taken out of your savings, which is going to be very helpful.
Absolutely. Great. One of the more popular proposals in making housing more affordable is a 2-year ban that will block most foreigners and non-Canadian companies from buying real estate in Canada. What's your opinion on this tactic? And as a mortgage broker, what percentage of these transactions do you really see in a year?
Yeah, this proposal received a lot of media attention. I'm not sure if this proposal is going to have any significant effect on the market, since the percentage of these types of borrowers is actually pretty low. Our office closes about 300 transactions a year, and we close about 1 of this type per year. And that's the consensus with other mortgage brokers I've spoken with.
Yep.
Also, there's a lot of loopholes in the program, such as exemptions for permanent residents, foreign workers, and international students. So again, I don't see this proposal being any type of game changer.
Absolutely. I agree on that. Absolutely. I mean, when does that transaction happen?
Yeah,
Very rare. Yes.
hardly ever.
So, yeah. All right. So, here's a really good one. And I'm sure most home buyers will be really curious to know how it pans out. The government has created a new home buyers bill of rights. So the process of buying a home is fair, open, transparent. Well, it is already, but anyways, including open bidding. Now, can you give us your view on this new bill of rights?
Sure. So the bill includes a ban on blind bidding, as you said,
Mhm.
which hopefully will keep buyers from overpaying for homes. And the bill includes the legal right to perform a home inspection. So this right, in my opinion, is a fair one. It will give buyers a chance to determine the true value and condition of the home that they're buying up front. Furthermore, the bill is supposed to increase transparency about previous prices of properties. I know this information is already available at a minimal cost, so I guess I'm wondering if the government is now going to give this information up for free. And
Mhm.
the bill also gives buyers the right to know when real estate agents are involved in both sides of the sale. And Jaya, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't this right already exist in
Already
Ontario?
exists.
It
Yes.
already exists.
And that's called dual representation. And
Got it.
there is a column you have to sign, both the sellers and the buyers agreeing that they actually understand that that's happening, right? Because there's a gray zone there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. But the home inspection, I agree on that.
Yeah,
You know?
that's a good one.
Yes,
That really
absolutely,
should be
absolutely. Because
there
you
for
really don't know, what's happening in the house,
sure.
and really takes the pressure off buyers. No, that's a good one. But I would be curious to know how the open bidding works. I mean,
Yeah,
that's going to be new, right?
that will be a game changer, Jaya, if that comes
Yes.
to fruition.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
well, we come to that.
Yeah.
Let's see when it comes into effect. Going on to the next one, as of Jan 1, 2023, anyone who sells a property they've owned for less than 12 months will have their profits taxed as business income, with exceptions made in cases where, of course, it has to be, tied to legitimate unforeseen circumstances. What do you think of this measure?
Actually, I think this measure is long overdue, in my opinion. If
Mhm.
someone makes their living by flipping houses, they should pay income taxes at the same rate as everybody else.
Absolutely. Yes.
One thing though, these days it takes a significant amount of time to obtain permits, to procure material due to chain supply constraints, not to mention how backed up contractors are. So I think the
Hmm.
so-called home flipper won't be too hard pressed to hold the house for
Yeah.
12 months and avoid the tax anyways.
All right. Okay. How about the, measure when reselling a new construction purchase agreement under assignment is that the original buyer must pay the HST based on the original purchase price at the time of sale now,
Yeah, I think that's the
right?
point though.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, assignment sales are those where an initial deposit with no intention of closing the transaction. Instead, the original buyer assigns or sells the right to buy the property and then profits from the appreciation over the original price. I hate to say it, but it's probably long overdue that assignment sellers should pay
Yeah.
their share of tax on this type of profit.
Absolutely, because they are making a huge profit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm glad we're on the same page. And finally, what are your overall thoughts of the federal government's 2022 federal budget in regards to the impact on the real estate market?
I think the federal budget was long in promises and new measures, but I'm not sure if there's enough in the budget to deal with the increasing housing supply shortage and affordability issues, especially considering that in the next few years, we're expecting a rather large amount of new immigrants. And I actually think that the 50 basis point Bank of Canada rate hike will do more than this budget will in terms of taming the housing market and stabilizing home prices.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing all this information with us today and with your experience. The market continues to stay strong because definitely that's, what's best for the economy. And viewers, I hope you found this information helpful. And to reach out to us or to have any help in your real estate purchase or investments, please do contact us. Our information is in the link below. And thank you to Neil Pahuja from Lotus Loans and Mortgages. Wonderful talking to you. Thank you very much. All right. Have a wonderful evening. Take
Hi,
care.
Jaya.
Bye.